very much possible to speak the truth always. Why I'm saying that, as you know very well that yes, it's very easy to tell a lie to someone or to in a situation. But what's the aftermath? We haven't thought about that particular thing. What's awaiting us? When we get to understand the aftermath, what's awaiting us, then we'll never talk about that particular lie, because we know very well that lies cannot make something good or something better, because honesty is the best policy we have. Yes, because why this is the same, because honesty can make you a good person, a human being, a good human being. Lies cannot. You might, it's up to you. You can't say, can't I? You are always welcome to speak a means to tell a lie, but you are human beings. You should have your gumption. You might tell a lie in a relationship with whom you are in, but what's the aftermath? When the opposite person will get to know that you talk about lie, you told a lie to her. What's going on? Means what she will go through. Have you ever thought about that? You never. Because we have seen why people are breaking up nowadays. Because they have hidden something from that particular person, a very true a truth. When you are not sure, you should not. But before beginning something, you should tell a truth. It can save you and save another person always. So that you have to think. You have to be transparent to you, and you have to be transparent to your near and dear ones and everyone, every individual living on this earth. Because because this truth will make you a better person in the future. Thank you.
Well, still, as I say earlier, my fellow co-fighters, they are speaking for the sake of speaking only. Everything can be nullified with a lot of examples. Let me begin with one. I will talk about the judiciary system. What happens? Say a person. There are many cases. There are many cases registered where the suspect is being released because of lack of evidence. Why? Say a person is being shot dead in the daylight. There are so many eyewitnesses. When the cops come, they ask people. They say, "I haven't seen anything." Now, if they say that, okay, I will tell the truth. Fine, tell the truth. The person who will tell the truth, he's having a family. Okay, tell the truth. Be courageous. Tell. Okay, if the goon is very much what should I say, high-handed or very much influential, okay, he will get the bail. And afterwards, what is going to happen? He will come forward. He will take the revenge. He will shot the eyewitness who spoke against him, and simply he's dead, and the family is going to suffer. Then, first of all, it's better to save your back. In bitter words, you save your ass. Okay, once you save it, then automatically, first of all, you have to think of our family. Question is that ethically what to do? Ethically, you be courageous enough, go and give your statement. But question is that most of the cases afterwards, after primary statement, when they just sit on the evidence bench, what they say? They just simply say that, okay, I haven't said that. That's why this is the actual situation. Why? They are liars. No. They are afraid of speaking. Why? Because they have to think of their family, everything. So it's all about that. Courage is okay. Bookish thing, what we can discuss, this can happen, that can happen, but in reality is very much bitter. Second thing, in case of a relationship, my fellow co-fighter talked about relationship. If a lie that is going to save your relationship, or for what purpose you are telling that lie, that matters. They are talking about ethics and to be a better person and everything. Now, if my partner is very much understanding and very much loving, very much caring, he or she must understand why it was taught. If that basic understanding is there in the particular relationship, I bet my bottom dollar that relationship, every relationship has to the primary two conditions for any relationship has to be respect and flexibility. Upon my word. The question is how we just define things. Is it all about how we are just layering this word lie and truth? Whenever you are hiding something, that means if it is said satyameva jayate, that is truth must win. So if you believe in that, so we are taught to believe that. So truth must always will be revealed. It's not that it should not be that should not be kept under the carpet, or it's not that we should be putting on some smoke screen so that okay, people must understand. It should not be imperative, rather very much it should be has to be expressive. That's my point. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. So I was not quite sure what my opponent speakers were actually up to. It was really a side-splitting zapari to me, because I was just because most of them were actually saying that for the sake of debate you are just saying so. We all are saying all these things for the sake of debate only. So your points were irrelevant completely. I think Mr. Chain was actually trying to depict the thriller that he is going to present the next Sunday here during the drama class. That's what he was just trying to depict, that who will kill whom, whether that person will come and confess, and who will get the punishment and all. So I think he was just trying to depict that. However, taking the cue from your point, let me tell you that when you are planning for a drama, say for example you are trying to plan or project a drama and stage a play with 15 students from this particular institute, you only plan with those 15 students. You do not discuss that with the whole class. So that's the point, that this is the simplest way I can explain this thing, because you were talking about some government aspects, the government financial discussions, which is not coming out in public, that why they do not make everything out in public, which the people deserve to know. However, let me tell you that people who are holding the position, if they are aware, if they are truthful amongst themselves, then everything is fine. You should not reveal anything and everything to everyone. Who are you? Why will I explain my top secrets? Why will I explain what will I do in my drama? What are my tricks? What are the props that I will use? Why will I explain that to my opponent director? This is the simplest way I can explain it to you. Let me tell you that if you are trying to say that, okay, you are trying to hide a truth, that means that you are lying. See, you remember the word vulnerable? People were saying that a patient who is dying, who is on his deathbed, we must not reveal the truth because he may die. The circumstances can be different. The consequences can be fatal. Let me tell you that a person who is dying or who is on his deathbed, he knows very well what he is suffering from. And we do not keep it a secret. We rather explain the truth. We rather reveal the truth in a different way. We may not directly tell that person that you are going to die after a day, but we may tell that person in a different way. We treat vulnerable customers in a different way, in a sophisticated manner. That doesn't mean that I am trying to hide the truth. I am not hiding the truth. I'm revealing the truth in a different way. That's your humanity. Now, if you always believe that yes, by telling lies or by depending on some false evidence, I can definitely build my career, my character, and I can be a human being, no, you will not be able to reach the zenith of success. Because whenever your base is depending, or your base is surrounding a lot of false items, the building will definitely collapse. The result will be absolutely catastrophic. So you should always speak the truth. It is always possible to speak the truth, and it is our duty as the responsible citizen of this country to make this possibility into reality. Thank you.
My opponents have given the opinion that it's always possible to speak the truth, and somehow I don't agree with that. So let me put my points forward. For example, I would like to present the example of a child. We usually tell the children are the most purest souls. No, I'm telling they are stating that it's possible to speak the truth, and usually, for example, if you see a child is as just stated. So a child is usually told that they are the purest souls. They have innocence. So what is this innocence? What is this innocence that we talk about? If you ask a child whether he has committed a mistake. For the when he doesn't have an idea, he will certainly tell you the truth as and when you ask him. Now give a conditioned reflex when his mother gives him a rap on his face or on his wrist. He realizes that the truth can harm him or her. And that is how people start losing their innocence. And that is how lie becomes an evident part or a very necessary thing in your life. This is how, from an earlier time, for example, if a child takes a sweet, after a few times, you will see the parents will themselves start to be aggressive or probably ask them that that's the wrong thing to do. When your desire becomes more than the prevalent laws, you will see people will lie. And that is why always telling the truth is never possible. Absolute truth especially is never possible. You said that what I believe on your statement, that confidentiality is necessary. Very good. But if you see any, for example, when we or any other investigative body goes to investigate a place, there is an employer and there are 10 employees. You tried to counter his point by telling that was a drama script. Very well. Let me give you a real opinion. When the employees are questioned whether their employer is stealing or not paying taxes or bribing or doing whatever, now think what goes on in the mind of the employee. I should tell the truth. Very good. And if I tell the truth, tomorrow I won't have anything to eat because my employer will send me out of the job. Because once the investigation is over, no agency will come and tell that you have to keep this person in this job. The company might shut down, the person might lose his own job, his own bread and butter. And that primitive instinct to survive is what brings this concept of lying. It can be a white lie, it can be a barefaced lie, it can be a lie to a varying extent, but the person will always try to save who is providing him his bread and butter because that is how he survives. The same situation comes for when you commit a mistake. Many a time you will see that there are non-intentional murders. You will see in various situations this happens. Most of the time, if you go by the case history, the person will start by lying. They will never come and say, because there is the law is there that you can kill someone in defense, you can have an unintentional murder. There is a very low sentence for that, but people will always first tell a lie because their primitive instinct is I have to save myself. That is how the society runs. That is what is prevalent in a human nature. It's second nature to a adult to lie. You cannot consider the age old people or the gurus and all those people who have the liberty to speak the truth all the time and give you the idea that you should speak the truth all the time. Because in reality, when you come to brass reality or base reality, you will see people have to lie to survive. Even in a relationship, when you are, for example, one of the partner is, both the partners are hurting, one of them has to lie that it's okay, I am fine, so that he or she stands behind the other person and helps them get back on their own feet. If both the people start telling that I am tired, I don't like this, I don't like that, it will eventually break up. That is how a relationship also stands the test of time. Lying is what is a base reality and a very basic necessity that is prevalent in the society. You cannot go by the policy of honesty is the best policy. Obviously, it is true that you should try to be honest as much as possible, because I agree to the point that not telling the truth has its consequences. But in reality, lying is very much necessary in real life and in everyday life. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm up for another chance. The fact is, we do lie. We tell a lie, and we have been lying for a long span of time. When a person is dying, if the person is comatose or suffering from cancer, we should lie. But there is a possibility to tell the truth. Now, whether I'm choosing it or not, that's my business. Now, the topic is not we shouldn't lie. The topic is there is the possibility. Whether you are choosing it or not, that's up to you. That you will decide. Now, if you are taken in a canter, or if you are proving yourself a fifth star, that's up to you. That you will decide. Now, the snolly ghosters are telling you the truth, or they are telling the lies. That's up to them. Someone was talking about the molestation, that whether if your daughter is molested, right? Will you tell? I will not tell. That's my business. I will tell also. It is also my choice. But there is the possibility. I cannot deny the possibility. Now, whether I'm choosing the possibility or not, that's my business. You are none to tell me. You are none. I'm not voicing your. I'm not going to voice your voice. I have my own voice. And if I do that, I'll be drinking my own juice. And I don't want to do that. But there is the possibility. You cannot deny the possibility. If my sister is molested, I have that dare. I am that have a go guy that I can decapitate that person. And I am also that much humble to hide that. Again, there is the possibility. Now I'm not choosing the possibility. That's my business. You are none to tell me. Now someone was talking about the financial crisis. Yeah, I don't know what Mr. Gupta was talking about that. Again, it's my possibility. It's my problem. I will not tell. What's your problem? So there are possibilities. There are chances. There is a look in. Whether you are choosing it or not, that's up to you. Now, if you don't choose the truth, if you don't choose the real McCoy, you would have to face the music. You have to face the consequences. Why? For example, you are telling a lie. Now again, to hide that lie, you have to tell a lie. And there will be waves of lies. Now, you would have to be a heroic guy to protect your lies, so it's better to tell the truth. If I'm building a relationship,
Okay. So probability or possibility is not the matter of discussion. So it is not
that's why I
possible.
choose that.
There is no cross examination, all right? So possibility, whether it is possible in reality, is that is the question. Now, one lie does not generate another lie, because in reality, it is not that always we tell the lie. Sometimes in order to that is called hurt. In order to that it does not hurt someone's sentiment, we are rather compelled to tell the false. Citing an example, often we are asked, we are invited to parties, marriage party or some ceremony or whatever, wherever. Now we are invited. The main attraction is the Kramsas dish. Okay, all right, we have that, and we often discover that either the mutton is very hard, or the properly cooked, or something is overcooked. The fish is salty. This that. Out of the marriage, we come out and we discuss. But that owner who invited you, how is the food? Do you say which idiot caterer have you called to cook? We do not say that. We say crumbs us. Nice. We praise a lot. In the face, then easily can say absolutely what is rubbish. We do not say that. Why don't we say that? We can easily say because we do not want to hurt one sentence. Despite the we know very well it is true. Absolutely bullshit. We may say use the word, but we cannot tell that. Because we cannot hurt someone sender who has invited us. In the same way, we want to avoid some people. All right, you know, some people like invited, you do not like that person, or invited to a dinner. Okay, all right. Now you know the way he cooks, or his manner of etiquette, or what you do not like that. He invites you. Now it is a botheration for you. How do you avoid that? Will you say I do not like, I will not go, you do not invite me? You do not tell that. Either you say I have something, I am ill, I am going there. Okay, my grandmother is ill, grandfather is ill, someone will kick the someone is about to die. So this way, that way, you avoid that person. Okay, it is a false. You cook up a story, but directly you cannot say that in the face of that person because you do not want to hurt one sentiment. So sometimes you are compelled to, but that lie does not give birth to another lie, isn't it? It does it give birth to another lie, but compulsion forces you to tell that false. So it is like that. So this is something we have, and mission also plays a very important role. Some for the success of our mission, sometimes we are bound to tell the truth, false, because you know very well when Netaji Subhash Chandra went to Japan. Before that, he put on a false identity and he named Muhammad Ziauddin, and disguised him, and his name was Muhammad Ziauddin. He played the role of a sub inspector, and he looked like that. So false identity. Like your life, what the success of the mission? Because nothing succeeds like success. So sometimes we have to do that. So that's it.